Alright, this is a walkthrough of activity 9-2, creating organizational organizational units and moving the user accounts into these new OUs. Alright, we are looking at our Active Directory users and computers. Just a quick refresher: start, administrative tools, Active Directory users, computers, or you can call it up from the run command dsa.msc. Anyways, so we're back here, and we want to make sure that we have highlighted or selected our primary domain that we're currently controlling, which is domain 01 in dovercorp.net. We want to right click and we want to say new organizational unit. We're going to create a couple of them. The activity calls for us to create 3 of them. Marketing, and as you can see, we've now created, whereas before we had users at the bottom, now we have marketing and it's blank. We want to create another one, which will be information technology. And we want to create another one, call it sales. And now we're going to move some of our user accounts into these new OUs. Just a brief intro, OUs versus distribution lists. If you recall, distribution lists are purely just that, distro lists that we can assign users to, but we cannot assign policies. Well, OUs we can assign policies to. So you can kind of think of the users as our built-in, the pre-built OU for all users in the domain. These are now new ones that we're going to then use to tailor and then assign particular policies to control the behavior of the domain towards users in those particular groups. Instead of having to deal with 1,000 user accounts in here and having to, select and add them to different groups, we can then we can use OUs to assign for particular functions within the domain. So we're going to go ahead and move Moira Cohen. Right clicking and we say move, and from our drop down, our browse box, we can then select, and we're going to move her into the marketing OU. And notice Moira has now been moved. We can look back here and see that Moira Cohen is now a member of marketing. And we're going to go ahead, go back to users, and we're going to move John H. or John Harold. We're going to move him as well to the marketing OU. And Mark Minore, we're going to move to the information technology. And just to confirm, when we look here, information technology is Mark Minore, and when we look at marketing, it should have John H. Smith or John Harold Smith and Moira Cohen. Next exercise will be actually creating, defining, and attaching a group policy to these OUs, and so we can control the behavior of user experience within those OUs. This concludes our walkthrough of activity 9-2, creating organizational units and moving user accounts into those OUs.